Well, good morning and welcome back to another vlog. You join me back on the Syndicate, and this week I'm back on Gaunts Lake. A few big fish been coming off, so for time of year, now into October, good time to be back on here. I've had a good walk around the lakes and it's pretty much sold up. I think there's 3 pegs available, but I've walked into this one known as the Middles peg, and I've seen 3 or 4 very subtle shows and a couple of fish boshing out, so there's definitely fish in the swim, so bit of a no-brainer, not much to choose from, so in we come. Buckets in and bivvies up. Just got to get the rest of the gear sorted, and I already know a couple of spots in here. I've only fished it once before, but I know a couple of spots, so I think I'm just going to throw a few bags out. It's not been fishing brilliantly apparently, quite hard, word is. So yeah, we'll start minimal. I've got 3 nights and let's see how we can get on. Well, before I go and get the rest of the stuff, my little mate, I'll give you a look at the peg. As the name suggests, situated smack bang in the middle of an island. But it's not just the island that's the feature, although we'll be putting one across the way. There are a couple of gravel and silt spots just out in front of you, and we've seen fish 2/3 of the way across and along the edge of the island. Fingers crossed we can snare one. That's him, all set. I'll give you an idea of how I'm going about things this weekend. Right hand, fishing towards the right, only halfway out. Seen a few fish showing there and had a little bit of a nosy around, and we found a bit of a gravelly spot. So we stuck a bag on that for now, with force bombs over the top. I've seen a few fish along the edge of that island, so I had a look around with a lead. Unfortunately, because the water level's down so much, almost 2 to 3 foot down in fact, the normal spots that I know along that edge, they've become all weeded up. Obviously they've been seeing a lot more sunlight this year, and so yeah, they've become totally weeded up. So I've dropped a bit shorter than I normally would, and on that rod I've just gone with a Ronnie, short Ronnie, and for now S7 dumbbell wafter. On the left hand rod, well, we've seen fish, in fact 1 fish 3 times crashing off the end of this willow to my left here. So for now I've thrown a bag at it, and we'll see what happens. So there we are, that's how we've started. Let's see if anything comes of it. Well, that hasn't taken long at all. A matter of an hour and a half after putting that bag out on the left hand that's showing fish, and we've got one on the mat. And as you saw, what a fight. Wow, this fish knew exactly where it was going. 3 times I had to walk it out of that weed. I really thought I was going to lose that fish. But that is one battle. A lovely, stunning fish too. Quite dark on the top. And a bit of a scaly bangy. And still loads of life left in it. Come on now. Wow, what a bruiser. Whoa. Come on now. What a cracker. 24 pound. 24 pound 11 of pure muscle. Cracking fight and a cracking start to the session. Wicked. And what a take as well. Wow, that was furious. It was just 0 to bloody 60 in about half a second. Wow. Great stuff. We'll give you a quick look at the other side. What a beaut. What an absolute beaut. Oh, we'll get some pictures and we'll get another bag on the spot. I've already topped it up. Just give it another 4 spots and I'm going to get a bag on it. Quick as you like. Thank you, pal. She's keen to go. One last look at it before she goes. Beautiful fish. She's gone. Well, we're just coming up to 6 o'clock. The evening soon rolled in. And the light's dropping fast. Not seen any more shows since that last fish. But getting the odd liner. So hopefully we can pick up another one in the night. It's looking good for it at the minute. In the meantime, best get this dog fed and myself. You hungry? Any food? Right. Yes, I know. Okay, come on then. Well, what a frustrating night. I can't count the liners we've had. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been constant all night. Beep, 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 beep. Wow. All on that middle rod, so I think I'm going to be bringing that in closer this morning. But I'm just starting to catch up on some sleep, having a snooze. We're about an hour and a half into light, and that left hand's gone again. And we've got one in the net. Yes. Yeah, after all the action last night, really happy to see this fish. I think I went through most of the night thinking, come on, why aren't you going? So, that's a little bit of a reward this morning. It's 29.14, not quite the 30, but what a lovely fish. Lovely old grey gnarly mirror. Beautiful. I'll give you a look at the other side before we slip her back. And there we go. And once again, another big battle through that weed. It's very weedy here. Really weedy. I felt like I was pulling a tank in. There wasn't much fight at the end. It was just heaving a big mass of weed in. And I've got to admit that when I slipped that net under all that weed, I didn't even know if there was a fish in there. I prayed. And as I peeled that weed back, there she lay. Great stuff. Wicked. Thank you, darling. Let's get you back. Okay, they're all back out. Another 4 spawns over the top. We're back in business. Time to think about some breakfast. I'm starving. Well, it's been a good 24 hours now without anything on this middle or right hand rod, and after all them liners through the night, and I mean dozens and dozens of them, I've had a little bit of a search around and I found a spot maybe halfway out. So I've now moved that right hand onto there, and I've moved the middle one closer to that island, because we're still seeing fish along that, and I found a bit of a spot there with some weed to the back and to the left of it. They do seem to like the weedy areas at the minute, so we'll give that a go and we'll see where we go from there. Well, it's been a very slow afternoon. There's still a few fish in the area. Still getting a few liners. And there's still fish showing in front, behind the baited areas. So there's still all to play for. So into the second night we go. And hopefully we can put number 3 on the bank. Yeah then. There you go, mate. She loves nothing more. A special treat. Big chunk of broccoli. She loves them. Good girl. Time to get mine on. Well, if the fish ain't eating, I am. Sorry. Load of braid cut off again. Nice tangle. Food going cold again. But plus side, we've got one in the net. Well, how rude. Typical fashion. Just as I'm doing my tea, halfway through it, and it turns up. Nothing all day, and then you go and get one as you're doing your dinner. Still, a lovely fish. A shade under £21. And then we've got number 3. Yes, get in. Oh, it's giving me a right palaver though. That's a setup on the second rod. Took out that left hand, it's come on the middle rod by the way, so that was a good move as my only. And yeah, it's took out the right hand. I lost quite a few wraps of braid there, and I've had to redo them both again. God, that's the problem with braid, it can be a nightmare. Anyway, as I said, third time lucky, eh? I think this side's the nicer side. So I'll give you a look at that. Nice big apple slice scales on this one. This would be a beauty if it was bigger. What a cracking looking fish. Yeah, nice one. Give a good old battle. Nice lean fish, nice fighting fit fish. Great stuff. Let's hope there's more to come. Best see if I can get this reheated. I'm going to be busy once I do this. I need to make bags up, make a mix, and bait another rig up ready. Oh, it's all go now. Lovely. Nice to hear the owls. Oh, he's close. Right in the tree next to me, I think. Well, once again, nothing to report this morning. I've got up first light and repositioned that middle rod, because after that fish last night, I wasn't 100% sure that it was on the spot. So we've got it back out there now. And we've had another night of continuous liners. So I've had a very quick lead around again this morning, and I found another clear spot, what feels like a fairly firm either clay or silt. And I've now moved that right hand rod even closer in an effort to try and bag one of these fish that's moving through. There's definitely fish there and they're definitely close. So we'll play around with that right hand, try and get that into action. In the meantime, time for the first copper of the day. Kettle's on. Well, as you saw, I've just lost one to the weed. Absolutely gutted about that. Wow, proper wounded. Not wrong with the hook. Just discards by the weed. Got in a few sets of it there. I got it out of 2, but it got into a set closer in and I had to keep the pressure on. It just popped. Damn. We go again. Well, that's the rods back out. Back on the spot. Still sitting here with my tail between my legs. But I've got a visitor, Steve,
Oi.
from Carping Raw.
Yeah,
check him out, another vlogger.
My boy's deaf. All at the moment, you know.
Yeah, he's just come round, he's in the next peg to my right. They've not had anything yet, unfortunately. But there's fish on him there, so I'm confident he'll nick one there.
If not, it'll be a load of kit for sale. Take up golf.
Yeah, if not, we'll be buying him some golf clubs. So, yeah, so we're back on a dance floor, trying again. Proper wounder. There's nothing worse than losing them. I think I'd rather blank than lose them. Anyway, we go again. And so ends another day. Nothing more to report since the loss of that fish this morning. And to look at the lake now, it appears lifeless. I am still seeing the odd movement from fish. And, frustratingly, still getting the odd single bleep liners. There's not much more I can do, I think. Not seeing anything to really go by. So I've just got to run with what I've got at the minute. I'm going to reset everything just before tea. And hope that we don't end the session on a sour one. So into the final night we go. Okay. That's everything reset. Just need to make up a few more bags. Ready for the night. And then we get some din-dins on. Yes. Okay, love. Come on, fish. Let's be having you. Well, I managed to get me tea tonight. Time to settle down. Bit of Netflix. Chill out. Chill out with a chili. Well, 1:45 in the morning, and the carp gods have shone on us. That middle rod, yet again, has just melted off on the bug wafter. And we've got a beautiful fish here. I've just weighed it. £28 one. And if you wanted a good looking carp, I think this would have to be it. Lovely slate grey back on it. And almost a fully. Check this out. Look at that for a fish. What a beautiful fish that is. Yes. Well, if that's the last fish to end the session, I'm not grumbling. That is a beautiful, clean fish. Yeah. We'll have a look at the other side, shall we? Look at that. I really can't decide which is best. What a stunner. And what an end to a chest. Hopefully not, but beautiful. All come good in the end. Well, right about the time we were landing that fish, big fog was rolling in. And it's left us with a proper cold and dank autumn morning. Hopefully it hasn't put the fish off though, because there's still one or two showing, just to the right. Always that chance of one more. Would be nice before we pack down. Well, that fog has never let up. I managed to spot the spot after that fish this morning, but by the time I got a new rig on, pea soup had come right in. I couldn't see the marker, the horizon marker properly, so I'm not even 100% sure if I was on the spot or not. Fate plays a part maybe. But there we go, that's another session done. So it's just a case of getting the stuff onto the barrow and getting back to the van, and then hanging everything up at home because it's absolutely ringing. You could swear it chucked it down last night. So yeah, a week of drying out, I think. So until the next session, it's basically goodbye from me and goodbye from her. Until the next one, guys, as ever, take it easy and good luck in your fishing.